Hello, today I'm going to show you some ways that you can use Google Calendar in your classroom and in your personal life. So first thing from Google's homepage, I'm going to click the waffle in the top right and click on Calendar. So when I click Calendar, it has taken me directly to my physical science class calendar. You can look at multiple calendars at one time. So I can also pull up my chemistry calendar. So I just clicked over here on the left, chemistry. So now I'm looking at, and it's color coded, my chemistry is blue and my physical science is purple. So it's showing me some different things that I have on different days, if I have tests or quizzes in each class on the same day. So right now it looks like I haven't made myself too busy by putting tests and quizzes in all my classes on the same day. If I want to add something to my calendar, so bottom right corner, I can create an event. So I could create this event so that guests could invite it, see the guest list, modify the event. So I can add different guests to this. My title at the top, the date and the time that this would be occurring at, and I can also then color code it, color code the event. So let's go back here. Also, before we go back, if we click find a time, this is great for showing me if there's other events going on. So maybe you're trying to schedule like a conference with a parent, and if you had access to their Google Calendar, you could see when they were both busy and you were busy, and then coordinate on your schedules. Also great for like department meetings, staff meetings. You can see when other people in your department are busy and find a time that works for everyone involved. If we go back here to my calendar, up at this gear at the top, the settings. So if I click the settings, this gives me some settings for my calendars. So it allows me to change the language, the time zone. We can look at how it's set up mobily. If I add a calendar, so I can create some new calendars. So maybe if I want to create like a personal calendar, so create calendar. And maybe this is something that I'd share with my family or my husband so we can coordinate our schedules. So maybe doctor's appointments where we need to chase the kids off to and taxi them around. So now I have my personal calendar. And if we go back here, so now I'm going to unclick my chemistry and my physical science. And on my personal calendar, maybe I need to add like doctor's appointment. So I have a doctor's appointment. And let's say that I don't want it to happen all day long, but let's say my doctor's appointment starts at 3. So I need my husband to pick up the baby from daycare that day. So you can add a location, but you don't have to add a location. We can change if this is busy or free. So obviously I would be busy during my doctor's appointment. I'm going to save that. And now on my calendar, I have a doctor's appointment. So if my husband and I both shared this calendar, we could both put in our events and then be able to see what each other have going on. So it has a great use in your personal life. Outside of that, so chemistry, physical science, if you want to use it in the school setting, now I could use this calendar with my students. So really, I've only highlighted my assessments. So I have my tests and my quizzes coming up, but I could also really beef this up with everyday assignments, homework assignments, what they're doing in class that day. If we open up chapter 10 test here, so I see it's in my physical science. I could copy it to other classes if I need to, duplicate it. You can also pull in like a coworker's calendar. Our school has calendars for the different labs. So if I pull up a computer lab, I'm able to see if anyone has anything signed out for that lab. So I can see now that this lab is being used by a teacher during these mods on this day. So it really helps me with my planning in my classroom. So Google Calendar has a lot of great features, using it in your personal life to make sure everything's organized, using it with your students so that they can see when upcoming quizzes, assignments, homework, any important projects, you can add all that to their Google Calendar. And then also being able to use it with your other coworkers. So being able to incorporate knowing when different things are available, if maybe I need to use my auditorium for something. As you can see, we're very busy at our school. So immediately when I popped that up, we had all these yellow dots come on from the auditorium being used for different meetings, the theater classes, etc. So I hope you use Google Calendar and find it to be fairly simple. It's great to keep you organized and your students in the know.